Hi, I'm Alex Rodriguez with Distinction Real Estate. Today on Market in Maine, we're here at Bearizona in Williams, Arizona. Today, I'm joined by my partner, Carmen Bradley, and Bearizona representative, Lisa Nass. When was Bearizona established?
Bearizona was established back in 2010, so only 15 years ago. Still a pretty new park, compared to a lot of other facilities. But we've grown a lot even since I started 4 years ago. There's just been so much development with the animals, the programs, the enclosures, all of that good stuff. So yeah.
Gotcha. And so with that being said, what was the whole thought process or mindset behind getting Bearizona here to Williams and getting it established?
Yeah, just kind of something that really does bring the locals together. It's somewhere that's really amazing for people traveling through here to stop, just because we do get a lot of people coming to visit the Grand Canyon. Route 66 is a really big attraction. Another big thing is just our facility, does have a lot of rescues here, which was a really big thing to Sean. Just kind of kickstarting that as well. But mainly it also, I think, is, just something that kind of brings the community together. Really great place to bring your family and stuff as well. So.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
You're visiting Williams, you're thinking about, all the different things that Williams has to offer, the south rim of the Grand Canyon, all the amenities downtown. You got Bearizona. When somebody comes to Bearizona, what can they expect?
Just so much. So, of course, a really big attraction for us is our drive-through part of the park, where you can go through and you can get, those really close encounters with wildlife, get a really cool look at them in those really naturalistic habitats as well.
Right.
So getting out there, seeing those wolves and all of that really iconic North American wildlife, I think is one of the big draws of Bearizona as well. But then we do, of course, have our walkthrough areas too, where we have, our shows going on. We do have all of our naturalistic exhibits over here as well. All those, again, North American wildlife. I'm part of our program department, so I get to work with some of the little more, you could say, exotic animals.
Gotcha.
But those guys, garnering that affection and that, just love for wildlife as well. It's a really great place for people of all ages, honestly.
Right,
So,
right.
yeah.
I like it. One thing I experienced coming through Bearizona is not only do you experience the wildlife and all the amenities that you guys have here in the walkthrough area, but you still get the Flagstaff, Williams, Tall Pines experience when you're driving through, which I really enjoy. I really like. With that being said, when you're going through the walkthrough area, you guys also have farm animals, right?
Yeah, we do have our barnyard area where we have some goats, donkeys in there, where in our slower season, it's open Friday through Sunday. But in the summer, it's open, I believe, almost every day of the week.
Gotcha.
And, kids can get to go in there and kind of interact with those animals a little more closely than maybe some of our other animals we have here. But
Yeah. Awesome. And then you guys do have a gift shop.
A beautiful gift shop,
Yep. You guys have a restaurant here?
Yeah, we do.
Okay.
Yeah, so
Perfect.
we have our restaurant, we have our coffee carts, patio bars, what we call our snack shack, where you can just get a snack while you're walking through the park as well. All sorts of really good food. So.
Awesome. What is one thing that just sticks out to you that is just something that you really enjoy, or something that's just your favorite thing to come here and do? A personal favorite.
Personal favorite. Of course, I love working with the animals, that's my favorite. I'll say I have the coolest job ever,
Right.
I'm getting interact with the animals, also honestly the people, not even just the guests, but my coworkers and everything. I feel like we have a really good rapport with one another here, we're all super close. It's just an amazing work environment as well. So
Gotcha.
Just all of that combined with the animals and just the area too being so gorgeous, like you said, with the pines and everything. All of it's really amazing.
Yeah. Here at Bearizona, is there any endangered species or any special species here that people could potentially see?
Yeah, so we of course again have all of our North American wildlife, but the jaguars, you know, they have severely declined populations here in Arizona. Although in the last couple years there actually have been some spottings down in the Huachuca Mountains. But we do have our 2 jaguar males here at the park, Nacho and Libre. And then for the species in our program department, you know, so our African birds, we even have a 3-banded armadillo. We do have a 2-toed sloth forest, which I will say he's only found in our VIP tour, just because he has super specific requirements for humidity and temperature and sleep and all that good stuff. So that's the only reason that we are not bringing him out all the time too, you know, but we have, lots of really cool African, South American species here in our education department as well, so.
Right, and you guys have grizzly bears.
Yes, we do.
Huge.
They are, yeah.
That's awesome.
Yeah, our male crockett, actually, one of his keepers was just telling me yesterday that this is the largest he's ever been this upcoming winter. So I believe almost up to 600 pounds now. Yeah, pretty big. And then it's him and his 2 sisters, Hannah and Sky. So they've been here, you know, since they were little cubs. They're also rescues here at the park, came to us from Montana. But yeah, no, they're super awesome too, of course. They're my dad's favorite, so.
I don't think I've ever been to a park that had grizzly bears or jaguars.
No, really, no. It's kind of have the whole spectrum, right? Like, yeah.
That's awesome. As far as animal care goes here, you guys really go above and beyond to just make sure the animals have what they need.
Yeah, exactly. So we do that training with them a lot, you know. Our positive reinforcement training is what we call it. We have lots of enrichment. We even do welfare assessments for our animals, you know. We try to get those done just to make sure that they're getting that utmost care, you know. We're always improving and all that good stuff. But of course, all of us, for us keepers and everything, like the animals usually come first, you know. We want to make sure we're giving them the best lives possible, so, yeah.
So, Lisa, with Bearizona, do they contribute to conservation? How do they, and if they do, you know, how do they do that?
Yeah, honestly, it's mostly that a lot of our animals here are rescues, and a lot of the time what we really try, and our main goal is just to kind of garner that love for animals, garner that appreciation for our native species, and really hoping to kind of set ourselves apart in that way. And that's kind of, I think, what makes us special, is that, you know, people get to see these animals up close, and, you know, we have a lot of families and younger children coming in here, and in our shows getting to see them up close. And like for our grizzly bear encounter that we have here, you know, getting to see that training, and, you know, most people in their lives don't really get to see an animal that close up, and all of that being through, like, you know, the training in the fact that we give our animals that choice whenever we're working with them. Like, it's never our goal to force the animals to do anything, or if they're not feeling it a certain day, we're not going to force them to come on out for our shows, of course, either. So just kind of that combination of most of our animals being rescues, and people getting to kind of hear that message and all that good stuff, and just how closely they can interact with them as well.
With Bearizona, you know, what makes them stand out?
Yeah. I think honestly a big thing again would be our people here. So you'll see we almost always have someone walking around, talking to guests, answering questions. You know, it's always our goal to not only make sure that our animals are always feeling comfortable, but the guests are having a great time, you know, coming here with their families. We do sometimes get guests here just on their own, you know, exploring the park, and we always make it our goal to give them the best experience possible as well. And I really do think that's another thing that sets us apart, is just like our staff being just so amazing at interacting with people and all of that good stuff.
Gotcha. Mm-hmm. That's awesome. Lisa, thank you for all of your time today, walking through Bearizona, answering our questions. I really appreciate it.
Awesome. Thank you guys so much for coming on out. Yeah, it's been awesome. Yeah.
Thanks for joining Market and Main here at Bearizona in Williams, Arizona. That's a lot of Arizona.
Lots of it.
Don't forget to comment, like, and subscribe for all things real estate.